Hello, my name is Shadley and welcome back to another episode of Columbian Space Edition Supreme Roller Ultimate. And in previous episode we did capture quite a large chunk of Florida. There's still a little bit of pocket here that we should be cleaning up rather soon, I reckon. We should actually send that crow back, and then the rest of these can get into the city to start attacking the next set of troops. Without too many issues, I hope. We can probably move the artillery closer. Then over here, I think it's time to move into... Oh yeah, it doesn't really matter which one we move. We'll just move into Miami then, and enjoy the carnage. I can't talk. I didn't talk all that well in the previous episode, especially not in this one apparently. Right, we are still doing pretty good work down here. Let's just move in you guys into the bay itself. Assuming that you're going to get in there, you should be able to, but we'll see how it goes. To pull back someone in there, but yeah, if you can get into the river or the bay, there we go. You should be able to resupply in there, at least in theory. Did provide a bit of support there. Oh, they do have an airfield here, and that's going to be 5 garrisons. That's relatively strong. So I suppose we might be able to do this. Oh, that tank in Miami needs to pull back. But everything else is still fine, and these are actually... Oh, right, we got the reinforcements in here. Good. Now, let's just get you back over there. And how long is it going to take for the bridge? A long time. Can you get in there? Nope. You can get in there. Presumably. It's going to take some time. Okay, but we got this conquered, so let's go ahead and just get in here. Get Fort Myers, and that's going to be the last place in Florida that we need to capture. We're going to send these two to be prepared already, and the ships over here can probably send... Oh, well, technically the Florida Keys is still a thing. Question is, do we want to actually go in there? Key West is... It's just going to be very difficult to get in there is the problem. Like, technically with some bridges, it's possible to get in there. And I think in more modern starts there is a railway or something connecting it to the mainland, although I'm not entirely sure because I usually just play this 1914 start. Right, we can capture that. And then do we have the troops for another assault down this way? Well, we've got quite a few crows in here. Let's gather them up there. And then I suppose we've got 2 tanks to put into that group. That would be a decent chunk of troops already. I'll gather up some of the infantry. Move in some of these stacks that we have, support stacks that is, over here, and Augusta has a lot of troops. Let's get them closer. So I do want to take this area as well. If we can start pushing further along the coast here, I mean, I suppose we could get to Raleigh or something like that. That'd be a nice area to be in, and then eventually we can take Norfolk and go to Richmond, then to Washington. And if we don't win at that point, then I don't know what will give us the victory. Like we may need... Oh, okay, units pull back. They're down to... Oh, there was actually a lot more units than I thought there would be. But now they're going down. Excellent. Just send a couple of these here. And then I'll just send all of these down that way. Same goes for these troops. Florida Keys will stay. I mean, we are still building troops in Cuba if need be to do a landing in there. Oh, actually, these should probably go get some repairs. That mortar is quite nasty against ships, by the looks of it. Right, so is there any supplies there? Nope. Okay, so it's going to take quite a while for the bridge to be completed, clearly. But there's technically supplies from the ocean itself. So that's why it's actually been built up, but not very quickly. Then we're building the other side of the rail, which should help. Is that... I suppose that is 11% there. And 3... Okay, so it drops really quickly down here. But as soon as we get some of the rails done, then that should spread out the supplies. Well, it's only 20 to begin with, so yeah. It's not great in terms of supplies. But time to start massing the troops on the east coast. It should be good in the long run. Okay, so that is 5 infantry. We could probably take 2 from this. So we'll have a full 7. Over here we got a full 7 in a little bit. This group is already full 7. Grab some of the crows from here, which we find in that group. Move some of them into the military complex there. Now, how bad is the... Okay, it's below 50% military approval rating, so if we can keep the advance going as much as possible, that is a military complex. Oh, not military, industrial complex anyway. Complex of some sort. Start moving the infantry forward a little bit, and there we go. A lot of crows moving in. I should be going for repairs. And this stack can be sent over there. There we go. We'll get this stack into the industrial area and start attacking Somerville. While the infantry starts moving in, then the stack of crows can probably get in here to attack Charleston already. It does have quite a big garrison, to be fair. So it's not entirely problem-free to capture it, but I'm sure that we can manage it without too many issues. Especially once we destroy the garrison in there, the infantry can start moving into this town already. And the firepower that we have on our side is going to be quite beneficial. Right, then we've got a massive stack of crows down here. Probably goes to Sumter. Pull one of those back. We could probably send the rest of these in for their extra firepower, and this is another full stack of infantry. So now it's gonna be quite quick warfare over here. I'm not entirely sure if I want to take Charlotte over here and Asheville and all that. I mean, it would be more land for me, and it would actually contribute to the loss in their military approval rating, so I suppose I should. I send a bit more troops north, but I also want to push as much over here on the coast as possible. Okay, we can pull you back. Are these resupply yet? No, not really. The crows are still in a pretty decent shape. So what I think I'm going to do is just going to send the crows in there, grab the crows from this stack, and entrench in Charleston. And then over here we got 7 against 4 garrisons. That might be enough, because these are pretty experienced units. What I suppose I could do is send in tanks down that way, send in some infantry over. These 2 can be sent back to be repaired. Got a nice stack of crows over here as well. This group can probably be entrenched down there, in case they're doing a counter-attack or something. We've lost a little bit of money though. Oh yeah, we're losing a lot of money. Has it... industrial goods, we're still getting about 2,000 per ton profit, so that's not too bad. Over here the profit has dropped. Okay, so I'm just going to drop the production to 20% again, so that's going to reduce the expenditures a little bit. Probably not enough to do a massive difference, but it's still something. Right, let's attack here. We've got a massive amount of troops. We're doing pretty good damage on those first salvos. Then we're going to move in the infantry into Charleston. You guys can move in there. We've got quite a bit of infantry in here that can be start mustering to the forest in there. Okay, yeah, the garrisons are going down. Then, oh, there's one crow that is gonna have to go get some repairs again. But other than that one, it's not too bad. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and entrench in there. We'll probably want to wait for the supplies to spread out a little bit, because I reckon we used a decent bit of combat time. So we're not quite ready to attack there yet, or attack into Florence yet. You guys could go for the industrial complex though. Bring in the tanks there. Lost some territory, but that's to be expected, really. How about you stop there, because that tank is going to be a problem. What I can do then is, I suppose, just move in here. So we'll have max firepower on that tank. It's going to be dead in just one salvo, I reckon. Not quite. Pretty darn close. Because that tank is unfortunately faster. Right, well, let's get another doom stack here, and we can take Florence rather quickly, and then we can start getting to Lumberton and all that. One by one, they will fall. Let's gather up the infantry over here. And then this infantry group can start getting further north as well. Okay, so Florence. Yeah, it should go down rather quickly, I reckon. They do have some artillery over there. Okay, there are a couple of units that will need repairs soon. I'll actually send that one to be repaired already. The other one will probably need to pull back soon as well. There we go. That's another stack destroyed. Approval rating, okay, they are still hovering around 50% there. We should probably send you to be repaired, and at the same time we should have some crows over here that we can utilize. So if we take Monroe, Rock Hill, Shelby... Let's actually attack Asheville already. We can attack you from south in the meanwhile. So once we destroy the garrisons here, we could potentially send in the infantry to attack. Or we could send this infantry to attack Shelby. A couple crows over here that we could utilize. We got a lot of anti-aircraft guns over here, and then we left some units behind in Atlanta. And we got some units down here in Nashville. Although largely artillery actually. Got a tank and some other units in here. Oh right, we didn't actually capture Henderson last time. We did destroy the garrison in there. Okay, so now we should probably take out all of these damaged units and send them to be repaired. Because now the way is actually open. That is an industrial complex, so we can just send in some troops to capture that. Also, I suppose we could just send in the tanks here, because they were brought in here just for this purpose. But then I forgot. Or rather, I got distracted elsewhere. Let's gather up some troops there. There we go, destroy another unit of Green Berets. The battle should be going rather nicely. Oh, yeah. Man, we do a massive amount of damage with these tanks. I mean, to be fair, they're quite experienced. Okay, but now we're running out of supplies, so I think the other group needs to clean out the remaining ones. If they can, is the question. Actually, that entire group in there. We haven't gotten supplies in there quite yet, but what we can do is we can now attack the artillery, and then we'll... Oh, we lost a tank somewhere. Oh no! Oh right, Asheville. We didn't actually send any troops here. Well, we are sending them now. Also, you should probably attack Shelby, just so that we don't lose infantry in here. Just out of curiosity, how many troops have we killed? 33,000. We haven't lost 1,000 yet. So I'd say that's not too bad of a ratio. We gained 42 million square kilometers land. There's quite a big growth there. I suppose, I mean, we do own most of Europe, we own India, we own quite large chunks of Russia. Although, well, mostly the European side of Russia, a little bit into Asia there, and then we own some land in Africa, then of course all of South America and half of North America, so yeah, it does amass into quite a bit of gain land there. Okay, you guys can get into the town there. Get you closer to Spartanburg. Okay, I think that the troops at Florence are ready to move out to Lumberton. That is just a massive amount of troops. I don't think the enemy has anything to stop that stack, other than myself. Like, eventually it will run out of manpower in there, but that is going to take some time. Or let's just say that attrition is going to be quite massive at some point. Because in every battle we are taking some damage. Not enough to necessarily fall back or anything like that, but... There we go, those garrisons are going down. I suppose we could go to Fayetteville. Just directly continue there. This infantry group could go over here and take the industrial complex. You guys should probably attack Monroe. And the infantry down here can get to Rocky Hill. We'll wait a few moments before we send the rest of these in. I think now is the time. We can move in some anti-air... Oh, right. We should move this stack closer to Florence, and we'll have some tanks around there. Oh, you guys have just decided to go across... Okay. Sure, do what you will. Ah, we've got a crow over here that needs to go get some repairs. Lucky that I checked it. Otherwise I would have lost another unit. Right, you guys can get into the industrial complex now. Do we go for Sunford? Or Raleigh? I suppose we could go for there and then slowly get towards Raleigh. How are we doing in terms of combat time though? We've still got a little bit. So we can probably take Sunford at least. And maybe the industrial complex. Then we need to sit in Sunford for a little while, I reckon. Oh, they brought in a tank into Rock Hill. Well. That one needs to go get some repairs. This stack probably needs to go get some repairs. That infantry needs to pull back. The enemy tank is pulling back. That's good. Let's get you guys into the city. You guys can be in the other city. Okay, we can take Asheville. And there's Johnson City. Oh, right, these should be attacking towards Morristown. We are losing money again. Quite a bit, actually. Right, is there... The price has dropped a little bit. What about the electricity? That is actually $10 per... Okay. I'm going to increase the production to 85% of capacity then. Has the rubber price... It has dropped a little bit. If we have a look at the total income, though. Military goods price... Yeah, military goods is probably one of the bigger reasons why we are losing money again. Industrial goods is still a decent chunk of money. Consumer goods is quite a bit, so we are actually selling pretty much everything that we usually would be. And we're actually selling a lot of timber already. Right, so you should go get some repairs. Okay, that crow needs to go get some repairs. Luckily it did pull back. Oh, no. It got destroyed. Well, we avenged it. That's for sure. How much do we have maintenance? Oh, combat time 26. Okay, so we really want to wait for a little while before we move forward. Let's get some troops in there. The infantry is still trying to get across the lake. Of course they are. That elite force can go get some repairs. There's quite a bit of troops in here. We're going to need a lot of troops to actually get everything in here. Also, was there... Oh yeah, there was this area that we should be capturing. And there's a unit over here that we can destroy. Oh no, that's leaving. Is there anything in over here? I suppose we could just send in the infantry down to there. You guys can get further north as well. Do we have... do have another stack down here. It's only 5 units, but we've got another 2 there, so that's a full 7. So how much are we losing money per day? About 60 million again. Selling a lot of industrial goods, that's for sure. Okay, we could technically get a little bit of profit from metal ore. It's like 10%-ish per ton markup, but it's not really that big, is it? Then coal, we're already producing as much as we can right now. Selling a lot, but we're also getting massive profit there. I think we're just going to start building more mines. It's going to cost a little bit, but overall it should be fine. So we've got 20 in production. Well, actually, technically 19 new ones, but there wasn't one that was already in production, apparently. So we can repair some troops here. Then we've got quite a bit of troops around this region here. We've got the artillery stack there, and we've got some infantry units that we can gather up near the railway. Speaking of railways, we've got another stack of units here on the railway. Let's get them moving. Then we've got some troops over here that can be moved out. And a lot of crows that are ready to move out. Yeah, that stack can probably stay there. Have we resupplied yet? Not really. Halfway. Okay, those are really annoying there. Did we get the infantry? This is one of the groups. You can just get in there, I reckon. The other group is still waiting for one of the units. You are going for repairs? Good. But yeah, I think we could take this area here. How much is the approval rating now? It has dropped down to 48%, so not really that big of a drop yet. But I do think Wilmington is going to be in a good place to take. It's a town, so it's going to increase the supply in the region quite nicely, and also going to reduce some of the supplies in here. Whether it's going to be doing it quickly enough or not. Okay, we are 70% or almost full in supply, so I think it's time for us to get in here. Industrial complex is not good for the defense though. Let's actually get over here. We'll be a little bit further away from the helicopter as well. We should be able to get the garrison out from there, and then we can attack Raleigh. You could be sent back for repairs. We'll wait for that to exit the group, and then we're going to attack. We'll move it onto the road and attack. Oh wow, hold on. Oh right, we started building a lot. Yeah, that would make sense. For a moment I was confused why we are losing so much money, but yeah, no, I think it all makes sense. 14 infantry, that should be more than plenty to take out the 6 garrisons in there. That one needs to pull back. Do we have more troops here? We should. Yeah, we do. Okay, well, let's move them down this way. Garrisons in Raleigh should be falling. One at a time. One at a time. Quite a few crows down here. Let's just gather them up so we can take Charlotte. That is 7 garrisons in there. Maybe we should take... Oh, that would be 6 garrisons. Because neither one of them is a particularly good option. Right now, we do need to take them out anyway. Okay, another one needs to go get some repairs. But Raleigh's garrison is basically dead. There we go. Are we doing good? And we got still plenty of combat time. Let's get to Raleigh. It's a nice crossroads city to take, so that should be fine. Oh, and some of our infantry has been pushed back already in here. But Wilmington has fallen. Let's quickly go grab that, and then we can go to Goldsboro. There's 10 units. Let's go ahead and take care of that helicopter. Oh no, we didn't kill it. Well, it's gonna have to repair for a while. So it could be a lot worse. Alright, well, let's entrench you guys there. You guys can probably stay in Wilmington for the time being. We might want to build a barracks down there, actually. Come to think of it. Oh, well, we don't have the supplies in there yet. Never mind. Once we get the option, we'll build one there. There we go. Reinforcements have been destroyed. Now, do we attack? There would be 7 garrison there. We've still got pretty good stack, though. So we could attack that, or we could try to take out the smaller garrison first. By going around a little bit. But no, I think we want to take care of the barracks as soon as possible. Oh, there's a lot of tanks there. That is going to be painful. Well, let's pull you back a little bit further. We can send in these 2 tanks, I suppose, to attack it a little bit. Are we at least doing damage on the tanks? I don't know. But let's move this stack in to attack Goldsboro, because it looks like we're taking pretty hefty casualties in here as well. And there's massive, well, not massive, but there's still a collection of artillery in there, which is causing some issues for us. So let's entrench you in there. A couple tanks to attack Durham should really assist in this quite a bit. Well, I mean, those garrisons are going to be falling in very rapid succession. Entrench in Durham. And yeah, that's going to be good. Well, that's going to be a lot easier than the previous one. Right, I don't... Yeah, the infantry is not good enough strength right now to, or good enough morale to actually advance, so we'll just need to start destroying the artillery in here, little by little. These can probably entrench in Raleigh right now. Gives us a little bit of troops in there to defend, but Also, they should be mostly safe, I reckon. Right, let's pull you back. The tank should probably get in there just to get some supplies back. You need to pull back. Okay, well... I think we did fairly good offensive in here. We took a nice amount of land. Let's have a look at the approval rating, 46.7, so it has been going down even further. The treasury has not been positive, so I don't think they can research or build troops right now. And let's think about this. I mean, our economy isn't doing great either. We do need to fix that sooner rather than later, but I'll probably take a look at that between the episodes because we are out of time on this one. So, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.